Assalamu alaikum, family. Man, we got to get this out. I'm excited. I'm gonna try to stay with this topic here. I know y'all. We just seen it. Just did a live stream. I know, family. I know, family. But listen, we had to get this out. So, I mean, as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh, we got to go live about this. We're not gonna even wait no time about this, right? We're gonna go live right now about it because when you get in the way of our rise, when you get in the way and what's good for us as a people, right? This is the information, and we have to get out and we have to hurl truth at falsehood until we knock out his brain, right? So please, family, you see the digital front call, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, support the Nation of Islam. You see Muhammad Economic Blueprint, and if you want to get away from the dollar debt scam, we got that link for you too at farmoney.com. But let me hold up and get everybody, give people time to get on here, right? Because this is going to be powerful. This is going to be powerful. So please share this out, like it, throw the watch parties, do what you got to do. We need to get this information out today, right? We need to get this information out as fast as possible. We don't need to waste no time with it, right? So just give me a minute, family. We're about to get started, but I want everyone to witness this and get this understanding on this. And let's get all of our groups on here. And we're going to get into this, family, because this is major, man. This is the time when stuff like this coming, family. This when we gotta come together. We gotta put all differences aside. We gotta stand together and stand with a man that has been standing with us and that has been defending us, not just standing with us, but that has been defending us, right? So this article just broke, right? Where they are trying to counsel, or they are trying to urge Fox Soul. There's a TV show on Fox, or TV broadcast on Fox or whatever, who was going to broadcast the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan monumental, timely guidance, not just for black people. It's going to be for everybody that hear him on the 4th of July, right? So what we need from all of us, we got to be committed that we are going to hear it because it's going to be on the nation's website. So it's not going to stop us from watching it, right? So family, but we got to be committed that we are there with our families and that we are heaving the message. So we got to hearken unto the voice of God this Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, p.m. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, excuse me, right? So we got to make sure that we are doing everything that we are doing, right? And that we are going to be there and that we're going to help get this message out to as many people as possible, because this is not the time to talk about what you believe, what you think the nation did. Man, that's done. That's done, man. We got to get out of that, man. Folks still killing us, but they don't want you to hear the minister. But we want to know why they don't want you to hear the minister, family. This is the war Armageddon. It has started, family, and we thought it was always going to start with the United States in a Middle Eastern country, right? One of those Islamic nations over there, right? That's part of it, right? But the real warfare, the ones who are really at war with the beast, family, that is us, the Nation of Islam, primarily the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan family. Why they don't want you to hear what he got to say? If he ain't talking about nothing, if he's spitting out lies, but they never say that though. So we want to get into the article, and I want to watch it. I want to hear this Jewish man, so-called Jewish man. We're gonna bust up. We're gonna hurl truth at what he say, because all his claims is false, right? None of his claim is real, so all his claims are false. But anyway, we want to let everybody see it though. So y'all see this article. It broke today from the IsraelNationalNews.com, right? So this was broke on theirs, and that you got a man who is the president of the Americans Against Anti-Semitism. Now we're going to get into that title too, that they like to throw around, right? So let's get into the article, and it is a quick video of the man. What his name is, baby? What is how you pronounce his name? Dove hiking, something like that, right? We might be saying it, You know what I'm saying? But you get it. Dove hiking. So this is him, right? So he put out a video. And that, my mistake, this is on Twitter. So he put out a video on social media. So we fight with those who fight with us in the matter that they fight with us. So he got a video. We got a video to debunk and debate anything that he's talking about, right? But I want y'all to hear the video. So me let us get to it, right? Let us get to the video. We're gonna hear him. Let's hear what he got to say, and then we're gonna debunk it. But you know, us in the nation, you know him. So we'll get with that in a minute. But let's hear what he got to say. It's about a minute long. So let's hear it.
This cannot be. Fox Soul TV is sponsoring the minister of hate, the Goebbels of our time, the Hitler of our time, Louis Farrakhan, on Fox Soul TV on July 4th, Independence Day in America. He is going to speak to the nation. The minister of hate. How is that possible? How can Fox permit something like this? We call on Fox TV. We call on Fox Soul. Do not permit this man of the Nation of Islam, an organization that is classified as a hate organization. Do not permit this hater to appear on your station on national television. Please, we beg you, Fox Soul, stop it. Don't do it. This man is dangerous. This man is divisive. This man is filled with hate. He is the Hitler of our time. His hatred towards the Jewish people, towards people who are gay, and many others is known by everyone. How is this possible? Fox Soul TV, Louis Farrakhan? No way.
All right, family. So we heard him, right? So let's just go over some of the stuff that he say, right? So for one, my data kind of slow here. All right, for one, family, this is really contrary to the truth, right? Okay, let's just deal with it, right? So for one, he said that the minister of hate. He's saying that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the Hitler of our time. How many Jews did Hitler kill? How many Jews did Hitler kill in Germany? Right? How many Jews has Minister Farrakhan or any of his followers killed? Right? Hitler got what? A couple 100,000, a million or so, they say, 2 million or something like that, 4 million, right? That he was responsible for. The Nation of Islam, zero. Zero. So how can he be compared to Adolf Hitler, man? Why they don't want you to hear this man, family? And they're going to press this TV channel to shut him down, right? So, family, I don't mean, come on, family. Look, and they say he anti-gay. How many people in the Nation of Islam has ever did anything to a person that's gay? Right? We don't even really condemn them, right? So how long is that? How is that, family? So they wanna mask it, and they wanna stop the minister from getting this timely message out because they don't want you to survive what is coming, right? And you go here, they say that the minister blamed the Jews for the transatlantic slave trading. No, that's not true. The minister said that the Gentile whites had a hand in it, that the Arabs had a hand in it, that everybody on the planet had a hand in our sojourn coming into America. What he exposed was the Jews had a secret hand in it, and they tried to hide from us. But when we release these books here, see, this is where the storm come from. See, when we release these books here, see, when we release these books, Jews selling black, the secret relationship between blacks and Jews, volume 2. That's why you need to get this book. And everything. The thing about this, in this book, is three volumes to it, right? You got volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3, right? Out of each book, the research team of the Nation of Islam is only quoting Jewish rabbis, Jewish scholars, Jewish historians, right? This is not, and they got the resource base and the what they call it, footnotes for you to go and find it, and you can fact check what's in it. But this why they mad, right? Right? Because we knowing that the Jews are the last people that we got to get rid of to get free. If we can get him to the side, then we are free, family. He got us. And the minister is their nemesis. The minister is the one, he ain't doing nothing but speaking the truth. This is why they are mad, family. This is why they are mad. The Nation of Islam, not a nation of hate. We don't speak hate. When you listen to my stream, you hear the hate, right? I come out of the streets, and I ain't committed a violent act since I've been in the nation. In prison and on the streets, right? Ain't did nothing to nobody. Come on, man. I done had white people, I'm on the corner with the Farrakhan newspaper, roll down, what they done cuss me out, did all type of stuff. I ain't do nothing to him. I had a Jewish man pull up on me, said he wanted to buy the paper, but he said, I want to hear how y'all hating me, how Louis Farrakhan hate me, so I'm going to buy the paper to read it for myself. No, you want to buy the paper because you want the information in the paper. You know we don't speak no hate, but I ain't punch him in his face. I ain't hate on him. I ain't choking. I sold him the paper. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I sold him the paper. He wanted it. I sold it to him, right? But I ain't do none of that. Why I didn't do none of that, though? Because the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is teaching us the highest level of civilization. This is what they don't want you to know. This is what they don't want you to hear. So whenever they talk about the minister, they got to talk in a language that's screwed. They got to screw the information. They got to give you false. And you hear, they never say the minister is lying about nothing. They have never called the most honorable Elijah Muhammad a lie. But they want you to feel like and think that we're some type of group that's distant from you because you say you Christian, Hebrew, atheist, or you in the LGBT community, whatever. They want you to think that we don't got love for you because you don't profess your faith for Islam. We ain't running in no building, blowing up no mosque, blowing up no church, blowing up no building. You's a damn fool. We ain't going out like that, right? And we don't promote nothing like that. And we seen somebody doing it, we'll take their life, right? We're the most peaceful organization, blacks on the planet. They just don't like us because we're military trained and we bringing you a different God than what they have gave us, right? We bringing you the God of the Lord of the world, Master Farrakhan Muhammad, right? So they're challenging our God. That's the challenge that's going on, family. This is the war Armageddon. It's here. They don't want you to hear what the minister got to say. The minister told her this is the end of the end. It's over. America's world is coming down. When Trump got elected, what did he say? He said that if you put Trump in office, America's going to go down on a rocket ship. And look at the last 4 years. He said Hillary going to take you down, but he said if you put Donald Trump in office, America going to go down on a rocket ship. Going to go to hell on a rocket ship. Look at the economy. Look at the dollar. Look at what's going on inside of the country. Protests, mayhem, chaos going on. All this stuff going on. Right? You got more police still killing us for walking down the damn street. We can't go to the store. We can't jog. But you don't want us to hear the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, family, black people, all people that want justice, that want a peace, family. We got to understand the Nation of Islam is our best friend. We're your friends, right? We're your friends. You got to get this understanding, and you got to hear the minister July the 4th. You got to get this message. So we need everybody on here to commit that you and your family at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4th of July, you're going to be locked in tune and ready to hear the words of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan family, because you got to get this guidance. Now, that video that Jewish man put out on Twitter got 43,000 views last we seen it, right? 43,000. That's possibly 43,000 people that didn't even know the minister was going to speak. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So since you don't want them to hear the minister, they're going to want to hear him, right? So Allah is the grand master on the chessboard. Every time they think they're doing something, they are actually moving the people towards the minister. This is what they're doing, family. Right? We can't sit in the house and eat ice cream and play video games without getting killed by the police. But you don't want the minister to be heard, right? You go in and sit in America, right? People are able to walk around as they want to, but you don't want the minister to be heard. I can post fights on social media all day long, but you don't want the minister to be heard. Why? Because the minister is bringing not just black people, family, everybody, the world, a high civilization. A high civilization. That's why they don't want you to get it, right? Because we don't do what? We don't smoke, we don't drink, we don't fornicate, we don't sell drugs, we don't tote weapons. See, the gun is not the enemy, is not the way to fight the enemy. You got to fight them up here. See, the war of Armageddon is taking place for the people's minds. And the minister is on front line, and he's been on front line with it. For a man to call it, and look, he had a sit down with the Jews about these books, right? He had a sit down with him. And he told them he would denounce the book if they call everybody that we quoted in the book liars. And they didn't accept the challenge. And if we go even further. Before the Most Muhammad left back in 1972, he left in 75, but in 72, he said, and he put out a challenge. Anybody is willing to come and contend with me and to prove that what I'm teaching black people and what I'm saying from the scripture that I got from God. See the man, the Most Muhammad, right? This man right here. He's the most misunderstood black man in the history of our sojourn in America. Why? He's the most controversial man. And the minister has picked up that mantle. Is sitting in that seat now. Why? Family, do y'all know that this is the only man in history that said that they met with God? See, an aspect of the nation that they don't talk about. We say that this man here, Master Farrakhan Muhammad, is the supreme being, right? We say he's the supreme being. And the Most Muhammad had challenges going on. If you can prove to me one word that I'm saying that's not true, just one word, I'll give you $10,000. Just one word. Just one word, right? He said he was the little boy that challenges the scientists of this world. You think them folk got some hidden secret they know about people on Mars now? The Most Muhammad told them what they were going to see on Mars before they got up there. Told them what they were going to see on the moon, what they were going to get off the moon before they got up there. This is the body of knowledge that the nation from Master Farrakhan Muhammad has brought to the world that they don't want you to have. They don't want you to accept Islam taught by the Most Muhammad through the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Why? That's your nature. We're connecting you with your power. So once you submit under this, man, you become yourself. Accept your own and be yourself. What is your own? What is yourself? Right? Accept your own and be yourself. See, we have been taught and trained to be other than self. That's why when somebody come and teaching what we didn't learn from our slave masters and their children, we can only debate it are only refuted with the lie on what they told us. You can't refute it with nothing else. But they don't want you to hear the minister, though. What other black man they don't want you to hear? Huh? What other black man or celebrity can't go sponsor? We can sponsor rappers who rap about killing and doing stuff in the community. You can hear him all day. That the Jews run. See, when you got to understand that them Jewish people, that man you saw, they run this world. They run it. So if you come with some knowledge that come from outside of this world, that challenge their knowledge, that really refutes their knowledge, that expose them, you are going to be vilified. So they got to make you look like an enemy to the people. Well, the minister is 87 years young and ain't never been arrested one time. Not to the city jail, not to the county jail, not the prison. But this man is so bad. What makes him bad? He said he's dangerous. He the new Hitler. He the Hitler of our time. Man, please miss us with that. So family, black people, we got to commit that we going to watch this message. We going to let them dictate who we listen to. Right? The warfare is on. Until we stand up and fight them, then we going to be free. But until then, family, that's the enemy we got to get rid of. The Zionists that our tax money pay to support Israel, but Israel don't want us to be free. They try to block our rise every step of the way. So when you get your Bible and you read about that Jesus in the book that had a controversy with the Jews of his day, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, right? The scribes. Go get your book. Open your book. Go to John 8 and read about it. Open the book and go to the New Testament and go to John chapter 8 and read that chapter. That wasn't Jesus from 2,000 years ago, family, that went through that. The Most Honorable Muhammad didn't even go through that. That's the minister going through it right now in your face. We're walking through scripture right now. The Jesus we've been looking for. He gonna speak 4th of July. You need to be there with your family and you need to listen. Don't be distracted. Put your phone down. Listen. He gonna speak live. www.noi.org. They can't stop us. We got our own platform. We got our own website that they don't control. Right? So it don't matter if Fox Soul cancel it. It don't matter. Millions of people still gonna hear it. And we're gonna be throwing watch parties. We're gonna be throwing live streams. We're gonna get it out. You're gonna hear it. Make no mistake about that. And the final call gonna come out the following Tuesday with the article in the paper. So you need to subscribe to the final call. So not only can you hear what he has to say, but when the final call come out with that new issue, you read what he say. Family, this is wartime, right? We ain't got time to be divided over petty differences when we got an enemy that's more concerned with who you listen to than the police killing an innocent black man in front of his family. Think about that. Where was he when they killing us? Is he talking about that? Did he got a live stream to that? Hell no. Hey, the Israeli force in Israel taught the majority of the police that's over here doing what they're doing. They trained them on how to do it. With these chokeholds and these knees in the neck and all that. Who you think they got that from? Our biggest enemy. They trained the police on how to use brute force on us. Do the research. They went to Israel and got that training. Right? Now, they say that the minister is anti-Semitic. All right. Anti meaning you anti a whole group of people. Does the minister hate Arabs? Does he hate the original Hebrews, the original Arabs? The Semitic people that come from the Semitic part of the planet that speak a Semitic language, Hebrew, Arabic. Does he hate these people? Does he got friends inside of this community? Right? However, that Ashkenazi Jew, that's what he is. He is not Semitic. Woo, y'all gotta understand what we're saying, man. He ain't even Semitic. He not even Semitic. He wasn't birthed in Palestine. No, no, no. No, family, we got to understand, family. We got to get this understanding and we got to get this information out. It's time out for all this pussyfooting around, tiptoeing around. If you scared, then just shut up. Let us handle it. Don't worry about it. Don't come out at us. Don't try to contend with us about what you think is truth. Right? We ain't got time for that right now. We got to band together. When you got a black man that ain't never did nothing but good, not only for black people, but for everybody. You think the minister don't got white friends, Jewish friends? He do. All over the world. But it's that satanic group that don't want to let you go because this is their word and they run it. And the minister is bringing in a whole new world, a whole new mind, a whole new way of living. They don't want you to hear that, family. Why they don't want you to hear it? Because it will free you. Remember, the truth shall set you free. You should know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Until you know who your enemies is, how can you get free if you don't know who your enemies is? How can you be free? How can you get free if a man don't come up and tell you all of their tricks? The minister expose all of their tricks that keep us in bondage to them. All of them been exposed. They can't even hide right now. Get this book, family. Get this book. Get both of them. Jews selling black. This is why they hate. And the minister been pulling off their covers since the 80s. 84 to be exact. Right? And you understand, everything that the minister say, when have they ever called him a liar? They'll say he anti-Semitic. They'll say he a hater. They'll say he don't like this group. He don't like this. He do this. But they don't never say he's a liar. But the minister called him a liar and called him out for a grand showdown, and them, they keep ducking. Right? They don't want no smoke. The minister called him out. Come on. Meet us anywhere. They know they can't win. They don't want no dialogue. They don't want no debate, no open debate. They know they ain't the Semitic people. They know they don't supposed to be in Israel, in Palestine. They know that. Why they won't accept the challenge and accept the debate, the dialogue. But they want you to think that we, the Nation of Islam, hate people. That we not good for black people. They want you to think we not even good for America. So they throw out little snippets like that. See, that was a minute clip. A minute and about 30-second clip of just straight up lies. Nothing he said was true. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? You feel me? We can go further into it. But y'all got to understand, we got to understand, family, this is war time. This is war time. Black people and any people that want to ride with us. Ain't no time for all these petty differences. We got time for that. Talking about what I believe it, I believe y'all did this. Man, the hell with all that. Right? Once we defeat him, then we'll sit down and dialogue about all that stuff. Right? Once we get reparations, once we get freedom, justice, and equality. Then we sit down and then we can go over scripture and debate and talk about all this stuff. Right now, we ain't got time for that. If you coming like that, man, you just an agent, man. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. You're just an agent. Because we don't got time. We got a greater enemy. And we don't got time to stop and try to explain nothing to you. Because you can't see your enemy. I ain't your enemy. Whatever the God name that you, the religion that you choose to make you a better person, hey, more power to you. We still gonna say all prayer due to Allah. That's what you need. You need the church. You need Christianity, cool. You need Islam, cool. You need Hebrews, Israelite, you need it, cool, man. You don't want no religion, you need the streets, cool, whatever. We don't care. If it make you a better person, then it must be for you. If it don't make you a better person, then you need to keep searching. So I know how I was before I put on this suit and bow tie, before I was able to wear X behind my name and get rid of my slave name. And that's another thing. See, the minister the only one out here giving out holy names around here. They don't want to giving out X's and holy names. They don't want you with that. They want you to be Johnson, Culpepper, Meat Busher, Rossenberger. See that? They want you to have them fish. They want you to have these names. Green, Mr. Black, Mr. Red, Mr. Brown. They want you with them names, man. But you got a man on the scene. This man, Master Farrakhan Muhammad, gave out 25,000 holy names in Detroit alone back in 1930, 1931. Yeah? So you got all these folk running around with all these names, man. We paid the price for that. You got people talking about an independent black school. We paid the price for that. You ain't doing this because of your own account. The nation been here for 90 whole years. 99 decades. And the enemy ain't ever been able to do nothing for us. And to prove that Master Farrakhan Muhammad is the MACD. The nation was destroyed from 75 to late 77. And he rebuilt the nation back up without firing a single shot. He let it be destroyed to show his power. That's in your Bible, Christians. What Jesus said, I'm going to build the kingdom and then tear it down in 3 years and rebuild it in 3 years. Right? I'm going to destroy the kingdom that I built and I'm going to tear it down in 3 years. The Most Honorable Muhammad built it. It was destroyed by hypocrites and agents for approximately 30 months. And then the minister stood up and said, I got to bring the Most Honorable Muhammad. We not writing him out the history books. So you got a man that's dedicated to another man teaching, and that man has left the scene. The minister had enough influence to go and start any other organization he wanted to. Hell, the Arabs came to him and tried to give him millions of dollars to just preach Prophet Muhammad. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. And he turned it down. They tried to offer the Most Honorable Muhammad some money. Random Arabs out of there, man, get out of here. That's why you don't see no Arabs in the neighborhood trying to convert you to Islam, because they don't have it. They don't have it. But they want to say we ain't real Muslims. If we ain't real Muslims, ain't no real Muslims on the damn planet. Period. We the standard. We the standard. And the minister, the discrimination. And he finna address the world Saturday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the website, www.noi.org. Make sure you plug in and go ahead and get your subscription to the Final Call digital newspaper. It's $13 for only 3 months. Paper come out once a week. And if you want to support the Muhammad Economic Blueprint, you can go and donate some cash over there to help us get farmland so we can feed more of our people, so we can expand our farm and expand our food supply. That way we can feed our people. And if you want to protect yourself from the dying dollar, then you go to farmoney.com and we got a whole new currency for you. Matter of fact, we got the new currency for you. So we got everything you need. You want to get your mental right? You want to get your military training right? Then join the FOI. Join the MGT. Join the 10,000 Fearless. Right? And you can get your military training up. Because we don't fear nothing. Right? And the enemy know it. That's why they try to keep you away from us. They do everything in their power to keep you away from the nation of Islam. We the only thing left in the enemy way of ruling for another 500 to 1,000 years. It's us. Why? Because what they're doing, they're feminizing all of the other men, but you can't feminize the FOI. No, we like women, and women at all, and women alone, nothing else. Black women, right? So we are married men. The minister is a married man. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad was a married man. See, you gotta understand, family. Yeah, we don't want but one woman. That's it. Give me one black woman that's with me. I don't need nobody else. What I need him for? Right? If she might help me, that's all I need. See, we showing civilization. We're raising our children up to do the same thing. We're teaching them this knowledge at birth. Right? We got the independent black school, Muhammad University of Islam. I say independent, meaning we got our own curriculum. School. I ain't talking about no charter school. You still using the Eurocentric curriculum. I ain't talking about no black public school where you still using the Eurocentric curriculum. No, the Nation of Islam, we got our own curriculum. And our babies are taught by their kind. Black men, black women. That's who they taught by. Ain't no interfering with that. Right? Then you got the boys and the girls separated in class so they can focus. The girls got their own class, and they're taught by a black woman, and the boys got their own class, and they're taught by a black man. Straight up. Separate so they can focus on being what? God. See, we're birthing gods in the nation, man. Yeah? We ain't no damn robots. And we calling this enemy out, and he know it. Family, you looking at a man that was, man, my own people said I wasn't gonna never be nothing. My own family members. So I wasn't gonna never be nothing. Until I submitted to the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and applied the principles. My life changed and only been on an ever advancing evolution. Right? Going vertical in horizontal. Yeah. See, because we taught that the vertical is the spirituality. That's the cross. And the horizontal is the material wealth. Right? So the spirituality is supposed to outweigh the horizontal. But you're supposed to have them both. Right? Because if you go vertical in the mind, that horizontal going to come anyway. So I don't put principles and morals over money, over wealth, over business. No. Principles and morals first. My allegiance is to Allah. All. So I strive. I'm not perfect. No. I strive to be a righteous man. But I only do that. I do that because of what I was taught from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Hey, clean me up. You talking about a gang banging, dope slanging, kick dope specialist, all of this. Now I don't own no gun. Now I don't do no drugs. Now I don't chase women. This is what they don't want you to hear. They don't want you to get the guidance. So if somebody don't want you to hear the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, they don't want you to live. Because the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is giving us life, and power. And they don't want you to get it, family. The minister is making God. He ain't making no followers. Making gods. Critical thinking men. Men that got a willpower to conquer. That got the will to conquer. Men that want something. That want to help everybody. That want to see this man put to rest. We want to see this. You got sex trafficking going on. How you happy in this world? Got people losing their job, all of this, and they still bailing out, giving all this currency to the billionaires and the corporations, the big corporations, while the little people don't know how they're going to pay rent. But you happy? Oh, ain't no happiness in this. You can be at peace, but that don't mean you're happy. That's what you're home for. Make peace in your home. But when you step outside, the flight of your people, man. I was out in the marketplace yesterday, man. Went by a store. I seen a brother laid out on out there by the store, man. Just shirt off, man, homeless, man. But America is supposed to be the wealthiest nation on the planet, but they got more homeless people than anywhere on the planet. How you happy in America? How you happy? We get the notion all the time. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, you good, but what about your brother? What about your sister? What about your mama? You don't want to retire your mama? You don't want to retire your daddy? You don't want your children not to go to work for somebody else? You don't want them to be entrepreneurs? You don't want to leave them an inheritance so their life can be easy? That man did a marvelous job on us, man. But his time is up now. So, black man, black woman, you going to get your act together. Spiritually, mentally, physically, socially, politically, and economically. Or you will not survive the war of Armageddon. You better get them all right. Get yourself together, family. Get yourself together. Don't sit around worrying about the sports world. That world is done. And that's another reason why they mad. They ain't making no money off of black people ability. So big shout out to our brother Steven Jackson, who done told some of the NBA players, hey, man, y'all don't need to play, man. Ain't no time to go back to no basketball court, man. Not in this time. It's time for us to stop being step and fetch it, sambo and buck dancing. Time out. That's why, family, if you jump out there, if you cooning, you buck dancing, you're going to be exposed. If you're doing it, you're going to be exposed because you're really trading. You have really become a traitor to the movement, to our rise, right? So don't you come out and speak about what the minister gonna talk about after you hear this message. You just sit down and be quiet. Don't challenge us about, oh, how is he God? Well, tell us who God is and what God is. Huh? See, if you don't know, you don't got the answer to this, then you need to just shut up. We ain't talking about what you think, what you feel. We talking about what you can prove. We can prove that Master Farrakhan Muhammad brought us a knowledge and some wisdom that can't nobody touch. And like I said, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Most Honorable Muhammad put out challenges about this. The minister told us that the Most Honorable Muhammad ain't dead in 1981. He put out a challenge. Everybody think the Muslim like Muhammad died in 75. But he put out a challenge in 81 that if they can prove that the body that they buried in 75 was the Muslim like Muhammad, then he would stop teaching. That was in 81. Nobody accepted the challenge. Nobody black, nobody white, none of them accepted the challenge. Right? The minister say he went up on the mullet wheel in a vision-like experience. You didn't hear the enemy say he was lying, did it? Because they know it's up there. They know the wheel up there. They know it's a weapon up there that they can't defend. And I know y'all saying, well, why okay then? Why won't Master Farrakhan Muhammad, if y'all saying Elijah Muhammad, why he just won't go ahead and wipe him out? Because that'll show his weakness. Allah's will is never frustrated. If he would wipe out all white people right now, we so close to him, he'd wipe out everybody. Because you don't want to let him go. You don't want to let his ideas go. See, the warfare, the real revolution started up here. If we were to kill all white people on the planet that got that white supremacy, satanic mindset, right? But then the black brother got it. Our Asian brothers got it. Our Arab brother got it. Our Mexican brother got it. What they gonna do? And that's in their mind. That's why they focus on mind control. See, they set us up to be perpetual slaves to their agenda. So we ain't producing critical thinkers. Babies thinking outside the box. Why? Because all of your thinking come from them. You are a perpetual slave, and you're going to give birth to some more slaves. We don't got to have a change on you. That's why a lot of y'all right now, soon as your baby, your daughter, your son turn 15, 16 years old, you tell him go get a damn job. You ready to put him in the scam. You don't tell him go start a business, find something he can sell, find something he can peddle, something he can create, something he can own. You don't do that. You give him a job. Oh, he got to learn responsibility. No, Negro, you broke, so you want him to help you out with the bills. He ain't but 15, 16 years old. That ain't what the wealthy people do. They start family corporations, and the sons and the daughters run that when the dad and the mama die. That's who run it. They don't never have a job. Right? Man, we got to get a grip with this, man. This is our time. This is our time. Everything being exposed now. Satan is clear as day. God is clear as day. The righteous God. Which side are you on? And because you pick the righteous God side, that don't mean you got to put on no bow tie. That don't mean you got to, if you're a woman, wear a headpiece. That don't mean you even got to say Assalamu alaikum. That just means that you got to function on a righteous, proper, moral mindset. You got to change your mindset. You got to submit to do righteousness. But that don't mean, like I said, for you to be with the God of righteousness, that don't mean you have to put on a bow tie. You have to say you Muslim. That don't mean that. It means that you got to think righteousness. You got to think on a higher level. You got to submit to do righteousness. And it's going to be a challenge. It ain't easy. We still with the bow tie on it. We still have negative thoughts, bad thoughts. But it's about what you submit to. That's why we keep up prayer. And we got patience. We got to have patience with our development. We got to keep up prayer to stay in constant submission, constant remembrance that I'm functioning on a righteous level. I represent a righteous God, a righteous Christ, a righteous Messiah, a righteous nation. So I got to always let my righteous thoughts outweigh my negative, bad thoughts. You don't judge a man by what he say, you judge a man by what he do. And you don't judge a man by his level of relevancy. You judge a man by his level of relevancy by his enemies. And the minister is at war with the international bankers. Because that's who Master Farrakhan Muhammad came to set down. And he gave us a Christ, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, for 41 years without Master Farrakhan Muhammad being on the scene to be the weapon for our defense. He told us how to eat, told us how not to catch cancer, what to store in our homes, how to cook the food, how to prepare for this. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad taught that. How to eat to live. He taught that. And then he gave us an extension of himself, and he produced the minister. So the minister been on front line, absent the most honorable Elijah Muhammad now for what? 43 years. 43 years. From 1977, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan been teaching us the truth, teaching us what to do, teaching us the science of everything in the creation. And he's the last man standing. And the Jews are upset. But nevertheless, the showdown between the black and white man, it got to happen anyway. So you might as well go ahead and stand up now. Don't get caught off guard. Stand up now. It got to happen anyway, family. Why? Because what it is, it's the God of the white man at war with the God of the black man. Which side are you on? This is what's happening now. Mr. Farrakhan don't represent the Jewish God, the white man God. He represents the black God. That's the challenge. And he vowed that he was going to prove that Master Farrakhan Muhammad is who we say he is. He said that way back in the 80s. You can go get the lectures now. They all on YouTube. Watch it for free. This is what he said, family. We don't have time for the petty differences. Warfare is here now. These Jews coming out talking about you shouldn't listen to the minister. They want to cancel the minister broadcast showing nationally. But they ain't got nothing to say about our brothers and sisters being gunned down by the police. That's your enemy, family. That's clear. We don't even have to debate that. That's what you need to do. Get out of your differences. Stop thinking of you something that you're not. If you claiming a religion that won't let you unite with the Nation of Islam, then you got a slave-making religion. Because if you saying you got truth, we saying we got truth, why we can't come together and sit down as truth bearers? We don't have to talk about our differences. We don't have to talk about that. We got to come on common ground. Do we got an enemy? Are we black? Are we other darker people? Is the United States government our enemy? Is we at war? If we agree on that, that's all we got to move out on. We ain't got to even deal with nothing else. You go and pray the way you pray. You go and worship where you worship. But when you come out of prayer, when you come out of worship, we can meet on the battlefield and stand in ranks, shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe. Yeah, that's unity. But until we get to that level, and if you don't want to get to that level, then you won't join this military, this army, family. Because the army is being shaped right now. If you're more concerned about how somebody else go pray, what somebody else call their God, then our people is under constant attack. We under siege. Then you can't consider yourself a revolutionary or even be part of this revolution. Because you still doing the bidding of the enemy. They set these differences up, man. Y'all remember the Willie Lynch syndrome? It's real. Willie Lynch was real. It ain't no myth. Yeah, Willie Lynch was real. Why? We can see his mind and what he taught them how to keep us in perpetual slaves going on right now. I don't want to get with them, they Muslim. I don't want to get with them, they Christian. I don't want to get with them, they this. I don't like her because she's too fat. I don't like him because he ugly. He dark skinned. He too dark. See that? See, these are differences that Willie Lynch sent him up. I don't like him because he's from over there. I don't like Negroes out of Alabama. I don't like Negroes out of Louisiana. I don't like the New York Negroes. You don't like somebody because of some landmass. See that Willie Lynch? You don't like somebody because of the texture of their skin color. That's your own people. I'm just a different shade. But I'm too red. Oh, that nigga too red. I don't like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? For what? Man, I don't know. I just don't like red niggas. That's Willie Lynch. I don't like them because they over there. They from that plantation. I don't like them. Why? I don't know. I don't like the Muslims. Why? I don't know. You a claim that don't like us, but go and spend all your money with the Arabs. The so-called Arabs. Come on, man. That's Willie Lynch. We got to get out of that, family. Tune in. July the 4th, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our website, www.noi.org. And hear and get the guidance and hearken unto the voice of God. The minister is the only man that can unite us. Hearken. He got the guidance for us to make it through this pandemic, to make it through this dark time. Because we got 3 years that's coming on his departure. That's going to be very dark. So you got to get your mind right. Playtime over. Get yourself together. And let's unite. Let's unite on the grounds of a common enemy. Let's unite on that. The United States is our enemy. The Federal Reserve is our enemy. The dollar is our enemy. The banking system is our enemy. The Zionists is our enemies. Some of the Arabs are our enemies. Let's unite on that and leave everything else out until we get what we want. Because if you're fighting for freedom, you don't care how it comes. You just want to get there. You fighting for justice, you don't care how it comes. You just want justice. You fight for equality, you don't care how it comes. You just want to get there. And when we get freedom, justice, and equality, then we can sit down and we can dialogue and debate on religious grounds, on other ideology grounds. But right now, it's separation or death. Period. With that being said, family, be there Saturday. Go subscribe to the Final Call, Digital Final Call. Donate to Muhammad Economic Blueprint. Set up your appointment on farmoney.com so we can show you how to survive and build wealth, how to survive this currency crisis, this dollar debt system, and how to build wealth at the same time and benefit from the crisis. See y'all, family, on the next stream. Assalamu alaikum.